I see people arguing online about Jasmine Crockett and Israel, so let's be real about it. This isn't about purity or trying to counsel anybody. It's about a reality that we see here in American politics. In a Democratic primary, we get to ask whether someone who calls themselves progressive should also be someone who votes to send weapons to Israel while they're committing genocide. That's a fair question and not hate. And Crockett has voted to send more military aid. She backed resolutions that erased the context of occupation, and she smeared protesters who are fighting for human rights. And she even said that it would be so-called scary if the US stopped funding Israel, like our government owes them endless support no matter what they do. And that's a huge problem. Like, let's be serious. And here's the wild part. She doesn't even do this because she receives AIPAC. She does it for free. Supporting genocide without even being bribed is worse. And let's stop pretending that Israel and black people have ever had a good relationship, because Israel has a long record of helping suppress black liberation movements here in the United States, and their government has continued relations and ties with governments and forces that's tied to violence against black people globally, against black people all around the world. So, for example, they've maintained arms and intelligence ties with countries like the UAE. And the UAE is a government that human rights groups have accused of providing support linked to the RSF forces. And the RSF is involved in genocide against black people in Sudan. So no, it's not anti-black to criticize a black politician who supports Zionism. What's actually anti-black is defending Zionism and the people who normalize or fund violence against black people around the world. At the end of the day, this is a democratic primary, not the final election. So we're allowed to ask for better. We're allowed to want a real progressive option. Jasmine Crockett still has time to listen to the people, stand with the people, and stand with human rights and openly disavow Zionism and AIPAC. May the most progressive candidate win, and may that candidate actually fight for liberation and not genocide. And to anybody that's trying to spin this into misogyny or attacking a black woman, save it. You know, I said what I said. This is my statement on the topic. Take it how you want to take it. You know, I'm not endorsing anyone at this time specifically because I'm focusing more on issues instead of politicians. And I suggest you do the same. Y'all got to stop acting like holding someone accountable is the same as being anti-black, because if you're out here defending Israel while they're bombing and starving an entire group of people, you don't get to be above critique at all, because supporting a genocidal regime is not a policy disagreement whatsoever. It's choosing the side of oppression. Malcolm X literally warned us decades ago when he said that Zionism is a new form of colonialism. Zionism isn't just a belief, it's the political project that shapes Israel's existence as a settler militarized state. So when a politician caters to Zionism, they are catering to a system that's built on displacement and domination. And let's be honest about the anti-black impact, because Israel has supported government and forces tied to violence against black people globally. From police exchange programs that influence the United States policing to military cooperation with countries that's accused of enabling genocide against black communities like Sudan. That's what anti-blackness look like on a global level. You can't fund militarism that harms black people and then act shocked when we call it out. So stop hiding behind identity to excuse harmful politics, because being black doesn't make someone immune from being held accountable. If you choose the side of colonialism, white supremacy, expect to be called out, because liberation means telling the truth even when it's uncomfortable to a lot of people, period.